You can hear me now?
Sadly.
Welcome to the Two Monkeys One Braincell podcast. Um, Despite GC's demeanor, this is actually kind of a heavier episode. As you can see from the title, it's yeah, pedophilia is kind of
What?
a problem.
Oh wow, I didn't realize you were dropping the word within the first second of the fucking episode.
I mean, we have to like come in like gun swinging, guns blazing.
Well, apparently it's back in fashion, so who knows? Maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we may
Hey,
pay off some political official to let us out of jail. Who
right.
knows?
Yeah, maybe just Lane Maxwell is like more innocent than we thought she was, right?
Exactly. Moving and with our first discussion of the day. Speaking of this God forbidden administration that we all so dearly hate. This entire file situation with Epstein's fucking crazy. I
I
recently
mean,
watched the Kash Patel, who's the director of the FBI. His Senate hearing was a fucking shit show and a sham.
it's just wild to me because they put so much pressure with this like the recent election of like we're gonna release the Epstein files. Like Biden was
Bro,
taking too long.
swear.
This, that, and the other thing. All of a sudden, it's like they don't exist.
Bro, honestly, like Kash Patel has gone on records on so many different podcasts, usually conservative media podcasts. Think of like Joe Rogan and the like. Yes, I'm considering Joe Rogan conservative. You can bite my butt. He has gone on the record and said, "Oh, why are you protecting perverts? Release the files." Now he's in power. Instead of releasing the file, he's putting the blame on every administration before Trump. What?
When I asked for South Asian representation, this isn't what I wanted. You know what I mean?
I knew you were gonna say something like that. I knew it. I knew it. I feel betrayed by a fellow POC. You know what I mean?
It's
Like, come on,
it's
brother.
because you have to think of it this way. Like the conservative party is very big on like protecting children, and stopping pedophiles and stuff like that. But like it seems like week after week we're hearing all these stories of these like, Republican like politicians and like people that like associate themselves with that ideology getting caught with like CP and all these other things. It's like
D-
is it really the drag queens?
Bro, swear. Yo, a
Yeah.
recent study came out that apparently trans pornography is more common in red states than left state or blue
Oh
states.
yeah, it's like how what's it
It's so
called?
funny. It's so
At a
good.
lot of like Republican meetings and like gatherings, Grinder will sometimes just short circuit.
That is the funniest bit of hypocrisy I think I've ever heard. Like,
It's wild.
they're closeted. And
Yeah,
they're the
well,
ones
yeah,
putting them in the closet. They're the ones encouraging the closet's existence.
it's very interesting with them, and like they'll choose to like blame it on transgender people, like with the Charlie Kirk shooting, because that's
Oh my god,
at the
that
time it's
was
recording pretty recently. And it's like they were for the longest time trying to like
not even the
associate.
longest. Like, without any actual information, any concrete details of the shooting or the shooter, or um, any concrete evidence of who did it and why they did it. They were just like, "Oh, it's the Antifa leftists."
And like like someone in that like kerfuffle is like trans, but like
Kerfuffle? Wow.
it's just this conservative guy. Yeah,
It's
but
this like
Isaiah's the
hard
best.
conservative. What are they called? Was it
Like,
Roper? Something disgusting like that?
yeah, it's weird. It's why I don't use it. It's just like we just have to say it out. It's just like a guy that was on the far right.
But like that community, he was a part of a community of a kick stream, right? The guy that said, "Your body, my rights," while looking at women who
Oh,
were
what
crying.
Nate Diaz, right?
Was it? Or I thought it was
That's
Aiden Ross, or is Aiden Ross just the
Nate Diaz is a
doofus?
different guy. Let me double check the name. I'm pretty sure it's Nate Diaz.
Big Nate Dawg.
No, 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 not Nate Diaz.
It is.
Nate Diaz is a fighter. What's that
Uh,
guy's name?
but you know what I'm talking
I
about. You
am pretty
remember the
sure
clip?
it's like I have to do it on like what's it called? My Nick Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes. Yes, yes. I love how you got doxxed right after saying that, though. I'm not a fan of doxing with no matter the circumstance, but that funny comeuppance, must say.
Right.
Celebrating the tragedy of other individuals is never good. Like, I'm not crying that Kirk died, but I'm not over here partying about it.
I think the circumstance is terrible,
Getting so off
but I'm
topic.
not going to like no one like wants to be like freaking shot in the neck. Like it's not a pretty thing. But I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I feel sorry for the guy. This is violence he is like
He perpetrated. He
you
encouraged.
know, like you said, gun deaths are necessary in order to keep our guns.
Exactly. Well, apparently he was right. So happy
Right.
that he died for what he lived for. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
We're getting so off topic. We're talking about
But
pedophiles that
to
we're
go back to
now crashing
the
out.
original point, like in regards to the Epstein files, like Trump is like I think a big talking point. Dude was friends with the guy. Like there are multiple
There
photos of him and
so
just like
many photos and videos and lip readers looking into their conversation, looking at the videos where you can't like audibly hear them. Like, yeah,
right.
they're talking about young women.
And like something that's like wild to me is that like conservatives will have this like talk like this like quote unquote argument. It's like, oh well, Bill Clinton was seen with him. Would you want him persecuted? Yes.
Yes,
The
absolutely.
difference is that like I don't have like a Bill Clinton flag and like Bill Clinton cups and a Bill Clinton hat like
Yeah,
Trumpers.
they're diehard cultists that are all for this man. Like the second coming of Christ to them. I don't
Right.
understand. As someone who loves Obama, if Obama was on the list, okay, off to jail. No
Yeah.
questions asked. Like, formal investigation, obviously, as is the right for all citizens, whether I like it or not, especially with his massive case about child prostitution and trafficking.
Right.
These are heavy claims. If the president I supported was found guilty, off straight to jail.
I think something that's like very interesting is like if you are innocent, if you truly believe that you are not on the case, you wouldn't have any issue showing the files. You know what I mean?
Especially with the Donald. Oh my god, Donnie, my man, would be like, "Oh, look at everybody else who's on the files. I'm not."
I'm not over here. I'm the most clean president there ever was.
You went with such a Jersey accent. Is that what he
I
sounds
know.
like to you?
Honestly, he gives me a headache whenever he speaks. So I
He
just
should.
like
Honestly, he should.
I
That's how
think
you know
that's
you're
like
right.
if anything that should be the cue that if you like Trump, you're not gonna like this podcast. So.
Honestly, no, we're not for conservative individuals. We are very as you can see, Crimson, what was if you would like to say your nationality, no pressure on you.
I am a South Asian man.
I'm fucking Armenian. I'm
Right.
Middle Eastern, bro.
If you don't, like we don't look like Ramaswamy and that one guy that was in the who is it? That one like Middle Eastern guy that was in the Mehdi Hassan Jubilee video.
Oh my god, that's so
Just
much
like
has
didn't have
happened
a
since that video, bro.
right. But we're getting off topic. Let's
Again.
talk about Roblox for a bit.
Oh yeah, let's go from one pedophile to the other pedophiles. I
No,
love
like
it. Oh my god. So, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. One of the videos in order to do this research to bring this conversation up to light, one of the videos had this amazing line. I think it was by Muhin, Mujin, in their opening, in their intro to their video talking about the Roblox situation. He had an amazing line where it's like, if only Epstein waited like a couple years, he could have done all his shit and got away scot-free and just done it on Roblox. Because Roblox has
right.
actively protected predators and gone after vigilantes. What the
Which
fuck?
is like very interesting to me. Like I always found Roblox to be kind of a red flag like game when it comes to just like not paying modders enough and all these other things. I remember when they tried to do like the Roblox dating way back when.
Oh, when I heard Roblox dating, I'm like, this is a kid's game. Why
Right,
are we putting dating
the
sims for
additional
kids?
it was either like 13 or 15 plus, right? And they're like, we shouldn't have dating on Roblox in general. It's like, okay, let's bump it up to 17 plus. 17 still a minor in a lot of places.
Should still be a minor and everywhere, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Like, I understand the EU has different regulations when it comes to consumption of both alcohol and marijuana pertaining to different ages. Here, it's both. In America, it's the age of 21 stops you from. You have to be the age of 21 to consume either. I think in EU, correct me if I'm wrong, it is 16, right? To consume alcohol?
Believe so. For alcohol, I'm unsure about marijuana, but I know for alcohol, it's like 15, 16.
Hold on, I'm gonna real quick. What was it? England? Yeah, England. Oh. If you're under
18.
18, it's by law. However, if you're 16 or 17 and accompanied by adult, you can drink. This is about England specifically. Yeah. Like, to me, as someone with maybe I shouldn't quote my failed psych degree. But like, we shouldn't give people who are yet to fully mentally develop anything that would inhibit their development and anything that would and give them hard choices that realistically they shouldn't give consent to. Like
Right.
we're asking them, "Hey, do you want an older man?" Uh, what? Why? Huh?
Yeah, and like the thing is that this is all unfiltered, right? Like on this sites like this is unaccess, like unfiltered access to the internet is very dangerous. Like I remember being like 12 years old and discovering Live Leak, and that wasn't good on my psyche.
Oh, what is that?
It's like an online snuff site,
I don't know what snuff is.
killing people on camera.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh my
that
god,
was
iFunny. Oh, dude, iFunny had so much of that before they got moderated.
yeah. It's like we there's no proper moderation on Roblox, and the fact that we're stopping people like vigilantes, quote unquote vigilantes, from telling people like, "Hey, don't talk to children."
Not even well, it's not even just that. It's also they're stopping vigilantes, let's be real. They mean fucking schlep. They're stopping their Schlep has done so much good work in offering all the information they have to authorities and
Right,
prioritizing uh cases, so like not entrapping people using
right,
high what like Chris Hansen level investigation in order to get these people to admit to what they were doing is wrong,
right,
like. And it's so weird to me that Roblox in this situation, this entire investigation that Schlep has done, has decided to triple quadruple down on being against Schlep and not against pedophilia.
right.
That is so
Like,
weird.
were the numbers like bumping up for like people on Roblox?
One more time, run that by me one more time.
With like the player base, like they had saw like what record breaking numbers of like people online for Roblox, like as this was going down.
Yes. Yes, it was, but let's be specific on that. Before Schlep, it was always climbing because Roblox is such a massive space for the youth, right? Also,
Right,
those who are trying to take advantage of the youth. There's this like the multiple investigations from multiple YouTubers demonstrated that there are these chat rooms from going from Roblox to Discord where they have like child strippers and they're giving them Robux in order to pay for their time and these
right.
private lobbies. Like what
Which is
they're
just like very gross.
that's an understatement and that's insane because what you said is a harsh statement. It's There's no world there's no word in the English language to describe how fucking disgusting that is. Hey bro, I really want to see some 5-year-old unmentionables. What? Why? That's
It feels like
insane.
with these games with like low polygon counts and whatnot, they just attract the worst people. Like Minecraft, low
Mhm.
polygon counts. We got like freaking Lion Maker and Sky Does Minecraft and all those other people.
Oh my
But
god, those days.
yeah, I mean, like I feel like that still exists. It's just that again, like unfiltered access to the internet makes you talk to people that you really shouldn't be.
But how fast did Minecraft immediately say, "Okay, we're moderating all of this. We're taking action immediately."
True too. That is true.
Roblox has been constantly pushing out all these new features and updates without proper moderation. They have like
Aren't
what?
the mods like AI?
You wanna know how good these AI mods are? Oh my god, I forget the term. No, Crimson, I need your help. Okay, when you're taking a photo, how do you make the photo a little more clearer so you can see the back?
It's like sharpening the image?
No, 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 not sharpening. It's like you're making it more see-through. It starts with an O.
Oh, transparency. Opacity.
Opacity. Thank you. You want how fucking dumb this moderation is? How easy it is to get to veer away from it? You can either use a Caesar cipher for text, a binary for text, or adjust the what was it called again?
Opacity.
Adjust the opacity of your in-game created clothes where you can upload images onto them, and then layer that onto a set of clothing that is darker so you could fully and very clearly see the image. People are uploading corn because I want to try my best to be a little more censored so
I
we can actually
think
post
what's it
this.
called? Labeling it as that is I think I was reading a post about it. It's better to label it as CSAM material because corn is implies consent. Children can't consent. That's why it's considered CSAM material.
I did not know that distinction. Thank you for correcting me. I did not know that distinction.
Honestly, it's just like it's like the TikTok language of how we talk about these serious things kind of distorts what it really is.
That's meme
It's
culture,
why,
though,
like, whenever we
right?
talk about, like, oh, this, adult had a 15-year-old girlfriend. No, this adult had a 15-year-old victim. It's not the girlfriend, again, implies consent.
Yeah, that's actually a really good distinction.
Right.
There are
And, like,
terminology for relation like consent.
and I feel like there's, like, a lot of content creators that, like, focus in on stuff like, tracking down pedophiles and stuff like that. Like, a good example is, like, Mama Max, who, like,
Oh,
really, emboldened that. And, like, a lot of people really liked Mama Max because it's very tough to have the opinion of, like, "I like pedophiles," right? Like, it's you know what I mean? Like, you can't just be like, "I like pedophiles."
it's really tough to have that opinion. Looks at the
Well,
American government.
opinion of,
Oh
like,
shit!
I want to disclose that we are not anywhere for pedophilia. But I'm saying, like, it's a
Why do
very
we have to
easy
disclose this? That's
I think
insane.
yeah, I feel like that one episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where Danny DeVito's character is like, "All right, guys, we need to write a song like do not diddle kids, no more diddling kids."
Oh
But like
my
the
god,
point,
yes.
the point I was trying to make is that it's very like saying that like, "Hey, I don't like child predators." That is something that everyone can agree with. I don't like child predators.
That's a misnomer, dog. That shouldn't be a statement we need to say. That's
But
just I feel like logical.
That is how Mama Max really got his audience. It's like, hey, if you don't like child predators, I'm actively trying to stop them, right? And
Yeah,
like
but
that's a
oh my
cause that people want
god.
to go by.
I get
Turns
your
out he was a
point.
liar.
Oh my god, on so many levels. Oof. But like, yeah, like I almost said Chris Hansen. Whoops, the wrong one. Mama Max was such a predator for predators only to get clickbait.
Yeah, he
Just
was
demonstrates
very big on just like being the hero.
oh my god, he loved the limelight. He loved it. it's so clear by looking at, again, this is all opinions and speculation based on what we've seen from other creators, but it seems like he loves the limelight more than anything else. He loves the fame and influence garners.
Yeah,
It's
he wants to be
disgusting.
the hero of the story. Like there were documented cases of him making up cases and finding like this girl and like saving this girl when in reality he has not caught a single pedophile.
Not at all. Even regarding the ones that he quote unquote put away, research has developed or research has divulged. No, what the fuck am I saying? A little bit more investigation has demonstrated that people have not been put away. They're still living their lives in just different countries than what he said. His
Right.
investigations were found false on multiple occasions.
And we didn't really see the apex of that until he tried to start that movement thing, the Answer Us YouTube and like with the whole Camden Gerard Davis vampire sex cult thing.
Oh my, what?
Remember like when he had a video where he was like trying to urge other YouTubers to say something about it, like Penguin Zero. He tried to get Anthony Fantano to say something about it. The
That's,
Anthony Fantano, the music reviewer. Yeah, that's like totally in his wheelhouse to talk about like vampire sex cults.
then what was his the like? Here's the thing: if someone says that's not really my wheelhouse of content to make, important, that's just not for me. To then double back and say, okay, so you're a pedophile, you're supporting this,
Or you're
good for
supporting pedophile.
you. Yeah, you're a
Like
map.
there's a video of
Congratulations.
him like he had this like unreleased video, but it got leaked of him going like, I can literally cancel you, Charlie, but I choose not to.
Yeah.
And he
Oh my
does like
God. Right. Yeah.
that to me was very weird. And then like he got put in a corner by like Mudahar and Nick Diorio.
He's
And this is
friends with.
before the whole Mudahar situation went down. Um and he was asked like what's the legal precedence, what are you using? And he pulls up Chat GPT.
That's. I'm not against using ChatGPT to help you formulate things, but to use it as your only source to make a legal document is dumb. That's a bad idea.
Right. And freaking at one point in like because he had like this Discord to like gather victims of this alleged, sex predator. He was like, "We're gonna sue Mudahar for $1 million because he has a lot of money."
Yeah, that and then Mudar sued him or countersued for defamation and was like, "Oh, this is going your lawsuit is going to get thrown out of court because this is just money. You're asking
Right.
for $1 million with no good evidence, no good argument or stand. You're just
And
trying to
there's
get
this
money out
whole
of this."
thing with Spencer, like the main person, like the person that's like helping with that, like not being the most reliable narrator.
Yeah,
There's
Spencer's entire story, like, let's believe their story. Yes, they were a victim of this vampire cult. I can't believe I'm talking about fucking vampire cults in the time after Twilight, but now we're talking
right.
about real life. That's never going to get over that. That's so dumb. Yes, let's say that story is true. They Mama Max. How did Spencer enter the conversation?
If I'm not mistaken, she reached out to Mama Max
Right, she
about this.
did. So she reached out to Mama Max, saying that she was a survivor from this cult and would like to help the investigation against them. Then was about to be homeless. Mom Max decided to allow her to live with him.
Right.
Then they adopted a dog together. He opened up a GoFundMe page in order to help fund the investigation and research, and to help. And it was the fund was meant to
Help out Spencer too.
help not only Spencer but like help out the victims of this cult. It was supposed to divide equally between all of them, and it was managed all by Spencer. But Spencer used that money for selfish reasons.
Yeah.
That was That was insane to me. Why would you give this individual all the power?
Right.
It's
I
your
remember, like,
job to
when, like,
navigate that.
what's it called? When Mama Max was put in that corner, he tried to release a video, like, trying to, like, apologize, but not really apologize, like, and now but, like, now you need, like, evidence. Like, yeah! When you're making accusations like that, you need evidence. You need
Always need evidence.
hard, stone hard cold facts. I
I
butchered that statement, but, like, you need substance in order for you to, like, make an accusation like that. You can't throw that term around lightly.
No, and he would regardless. And then he would be so upset when people called him out or criticize him in on the smallest things. Hey, do you think maybe doing like this is not the most advantageous? Let's try entering this into the conversation. Instantly flip back. Oh, you're a pedophile. What the
Yeah, and then Mama Max, like, what's it called? Decided to come back onto YouTube and just showed that he just didn't learn anything from this.
Not a single damn thing.
Right.
But
But that
like,
tends to be like the trend with a lot of these like predator hunter channels.
which I
You know
think
what I mean?
is so confusing because it's such an important thing. Why would you enter the conversation and see this is Roblox's definition of vigilante is what they're doing.
Right.
This is 100%
But
Roblox. Roblox would have a problem with this, rightfully so. If Roblox said Mama Max is banned, I'd be like, all right, that's fair. Honestly, fair.
yeah. But with like the
Hanson
YouTube,
would not approve.
right. With YouTube predator poachers, it's like a little bit different. So you know who EDP445 is, right?
I have literally not the singlest.
Okay, so EDP445 used to be like a pretty like sizable YouTuber. His main like focus was that like he was a big Eagles fan, Philadelphia Eagles fan. He's always had like, but it didn't come into fruition until like 2021. Uh he was trying to meet up with this what he assumed to be like either 13 to 15-year-old girl. And when the people like confronted him, he's like, "Oh, I was just trying to get a cupcake." It's like, "No, you're trying to meet an underage girl, right?"
I'm
And
just
the
trying to
thing
get a
is,
cupcake.
yeah, the thing it's like a whole meme with it too, you know. And the thing
Hey,
is that like the police weren't able to do anything because it wasn't like a legal court. Like they didn't like gather the evidence legally. They didn't talk to like law enforcement about it. So like basically, EDP got to walk scot free.
that's that's straight vigilantism. That's you taking the power of uh taking the power into your own hands and deciding what to do rather than giving to
Right.
law enforcement who have legal jurisdiction over cases.
Right. And like the whole situation was just kind of weird, right? The guy who like the predator poacher guy was just not a nice person. He would like prank call like the BLM like hotline and just say the N word consistently. Like hard R.
What? Why?
Yeah.
What? Why?
Just
They
because
got enough problems. We got enough problems. What the hell?
he's a big Trumpy. Um and then like what's it
It's
called?
wait,
He was
hold
more
on.
concerned
Hold
about
on.
the video getting monetized rather than like them actively catching a predator, and it seems to be the case for a lot of these like uh predator hunter channels, right? Where they'll like do these incendiary videos where they like confront like predators, but they don't call the police, and
Which
like
is
they're
like,
assaulting them, and like they'll do things where like they'll assault them. It's like, look, I don't like predators either, but now you just gave them a great way to file charges against you.
yeah, like listen, man, street justice feels like a good comeuppance. Street
Right,
justice is when you see street justice happen, you're like, I'm upset that there's violence occurring, but I'm glad the violence that occurring is not towards an innocent individual, it's toward a really fucked up person. I get it,
right.
quite frankly.
But with
But
that, you put yourself in a precarious situation because you allow them to be like, well, I just got attacked. They didn't have any real proof that I like did all these things.
yes, yes, it's not usually with these YouTubers who are just doing this stuff to do it. there's not a lot of formal investigation like Schlepp, like Hansen, like to broaden the wheelhouse and just talk about investigators on YouTube in general. CoffeeZilla, Quintio, people who back up their data with cold, hard facts consistently. It's
Right.
just let me chase this dream. Let me chase this idea. Let me half-ass the research, make assertions, and then react to those assertions.
And like with that, again, I want to cement this point in because you're not getting law enforcement on your side. You're letting these guys walk scot free, and it really seems like you're only in it for the views. And it begs the question: when the cameras are off, your computer's on sleep, and you're encountered with this situation, are you going to actually do something, or do you want to profit off it? Because with all these things that go down, it seems like you'd rather profit on it than stop these potentially dangerous people on the street.
And that's something I don't understand. Why would you want to profit off the suffering of children?
Right. Because at the end of the day, we focus a lot on the person who's done the heinous act and not the victims who are truly affected by it. It's like one of my big issues with true crime and the genre that they focus too much on the perpetrator and not enough on the victims and their stories. Like every Jeffrey Dahmer movie or stuff like that is the worst because they just kind of glorify Dahmer and they make these families relive the trauma of the death, the very gruesome deaths that Dahmer has done.
Well, I can empathize with your only because I don't want true crime in. Oh God! Every time we have a conversation, you're bringing up points. I'm like, bitch, I don't watch any of this thing. People got to be
I,
start asking yourself, like, what does this dumbass watch?
this is the reason why I don't watch it is because they put too much emphasis on showing off the murder and all the heinous things and he's done rather than talk
Or
about the
or Jeffrey
impact.
Dahmer. I think I could understand the point because of the movie. They demonstrated this individual, putting him on a higher scale, giving him platform to kind of like demonstrate his personality and have fun with it.
Right.
But it didn't.
Meanwhile, these families are constantly going through the trauma of because they'll always show those traumatic deaths that Dahmer has caused. And the families that are victims of Dahmer don't see a penny of it, and they're seeing their court cases being reenacted and all these other things. It's we are digging up we have, for lack of better terms, we have a fetish when it comes to just displaying bad people. We have this fetish because I think we always want to play the hero.
That's a
I
hot
think that's
take.
why these predator poacher channels exist. We always want to play the hero in this instance, and where we're the ones stopping these predators, but we're not taking any of the righteous
Hold on,
means to.
hold on. Then I think it doesn't sound like we have a fetish towards these violent crimes. I think what you're talking about is we all have a desire to think that in these situations we would do the right action and be the better person.
Right,
And we love to
this is
fantasize
the
and
same.
see the hardship so we can put ourselves in.
I mean, yeah, I think I think both statements are true, and they can coexist with each other, right? We always try to put ourselves in the situation where we talk about the villains, oh, if I knew Jeffrey Dahmer, I would have stopped him immediately and stuff like that, But
Justice, bitch! Bah, 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 bah.
yeah, knock the glasses off your face.
Hey, man.
Jeffrey Dahmer had glasses.
Oh, fuck. I didn't know. I didn't
Yeah,
watch the movie.
yeah. What's it called? I think the only time I've seen a predator poacher thing actually come to a good conclusion was there was this guy named Josiah Mizukami who was this internet pastor, and he said pedophilia is righteous and incest is righteous and
What
pedophilia is
the
right.
fuck?
Guy's a nut. Guy's a nut and has a kid and whatnot. But
Huh?
he was big on YouTube, and one of the predator poachers was able to work with law enforcement to get him arrested.
Thank God. It's
Yeah,
very
like that.
it's very funny that's a religious individual. Hey,
Yeah,
buddy, pastors,
I'm,
they bad.
I'm blanking on. He's not an actual pastor. He was this YouTube nut, but he called himself it's the Church of Josiah Misukami, and It is very weird. You can find the archive videos of him. He is like he looks in the camera, and it's a scary looking individual. And the words he says and the things he like tries to validate it with terrify me.
Yeah, man, we should stop following cults now. Cults are not in fashion. Pedophiles are, but cults aren't. We can stop
Hey,
going with cults.
I think we should stop pedophilia from being in fashion too.
We should, but let's be real. This current administration, the fat fucking chance. Something I was going to say earlier, and then we switched gears. Was it's so funny to me that every single conservative head is so adamant that they hate pedophilia, that they hate child solicitation. Why'd you vote for him then? It wasn't a problem when the left was saying, "Look at this dumbass."
My hatred towards pedophilia is nowhere near my hatred towards immigrants. You know what I mean? That is their mindset. That out of context.
They're all immigrants. We're all immigrants. This is a country full of immigrants. No matter how white the blood, we're immigrants.
They don't think that, you know?
Well, they're dumb. They're stupid.
Put that on the record. They're dumb and stupid.
Oh, do you want me to double down on this? Bitch, call me Roblox. No, I'm about to quadruple down these hot takes.
You can crater yourself to like the center of the earth. Go further where you're like popping out of the other side of the earth. Then go straight down. Like, I'm with you on this one.
Aww, you're gonna go down with me, my Pookie. He's finally at my back instead of bullying me. Wow. Made progress.
Well, I mean, to be fair, do you want to be friends with someone that like
is okay kids?
With, you know?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I love how that's the only option I have. You understand, we both have other friends, and most of them are fine. Some of them are just there because situations.
Right.
Hell.
Like, I'd like to think, you know, you'd want to hang out with somebody that doesn't believe in some weird, you know, pedophilia, save the kids, Pizzagate, like
Pizzagate.
So do you remember Pizzagate?
Is this supposed to be like a Chuck E. Cheese version of Watergate?
No. So Pizzagate was this like big QAnon conspiracy where like
fucking course QAnon.
All the celebrity and like political elites are like having underground sex rings under this like one pizza place that doesn't exist. And
people believe called Epstein Island. That's where they're having it.
Yeah, that's where they're having it. But
we know where it is. We don't have to make a story.
Pizzagate is like the bigger or like a piece of like a bigger thing with this group called QAnon.
QAnon was a fucking website. It was like
QAnon is a far right conspiracy theory, you know, Trump toting like thing. So like they believe that there is like this government elite with like celebrities and all these things, and they have an underground like sex traffic ring, right?
Yeah, they did. Guess who led it?
Donald Trump is the one to save them all. Like, I know, right? Very funny, very funny.
My man Trumper, he gonna save them all. this dumb bull.
It's like a very big thing. Like there used to be this one conspiracy theory that like I knew people that fell for it, where they thought that Wayfair was like a child trafficking site because of like how the furniture was named and what other things and the prices and whatnot. It is a very weird conspiracy thing. If any celebrity that died had a QAnon conspiracy theory tied to them. Remember Chester Bennington?
Oh, obviously.
The lead singer of Linkin Park?
Oh, now I do.
Who like committed suicide?
I forgot that.
So QAnon conspiracy theorists is like, no, like he actually had this book that had like the list of like all the elite pedophiles, right? And they killed him so that book wouldn't leak. I'm like,
oh, I'm a puke. Oh god, that made me sick in my stomach.
But like, I bring that point up because it's like it gets in the way. Like those like things get in the way of like actual progress that can be made to end child trafficking, right? There used to be like for a while there was a problem of these like QAnon conspiracy theorists flooding like child trafficking like hotlines with these crazy conspiracy theories, and that gets in the way of us stopping pedophiles.
baffles me how much the right does.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's a site for us to investigate, call out child trafficking. Let's go bombard them with a bogus theories rather than allowing them to do their jobs and get real hardcore evidence like they're supposed to. Because due process is always important, no matter the crime. The f- I'm be real. I think I need a shower and throw up. This
Yeah, I don't
conversation's
know.
ugly. I hate. I feel like this episode's so important because the conversation has to happen because we have to bring awareness that honestly, well, something I want to talk about. I'm going to ask the question after this statement, but like this conversation disgusts me to my core, and I hate that I have all this information. I go to my
Right.
family who's not that well versed in the YouTube space and doesn't watch as many video documentaries as I do, and I tell them about this information that it's around, especially around Roblox, Chris Hansen. I keep bringing them up because Chris Hansen is partnering with Schlepp into investigating Roblox and how little they do to protect kids. The whole thing, multiple U.S. state politicians are suing Roblox too for this exact same reason, along with Law by Mike, and I believe one of the law firms that sued Epstein and protected victims of Epstein in Florida. Things are about to pop off. It's going to be crazy
Right.
when this happens. But going to my previous point, like I feel disgusting. This is too much information. No child should be a victim of an older individual's de- desires.
And the thing is that like there are people that will validate it, right? Like you see like do you know how many like kids in high school that I knew that had like 24-year-old boyfriends and stuff like that, and they didn't see it as a problem because no one taught them better or no one got in the way of that conversation. I mean, no one
I
stopped it
think I
when they
remember
heard
one.
about it. I unfortunately knew a few, and it's like, and even when you try to present to them, it's clear to their kids because they don't like truly understand the grand like scheme of it.
Yeah, I remember this is my story way back when, but I doubt this person ever watched this. I remember running to a situation. Person was dating a guy who has a Twitter and a had then passed her around like a rag doll and performed, you know, those adult acts with her. It
Right.
was I heard the story from I heard the story and I'm like, "Oh good lord."
Yeah.
But going on to the question that at hand that I want us to end off on because I think it's important especially for us who are turning 30 soon. Shit like this makes me want to not have kids. I'm being so honest with you. Like
Right.
my biggest takeaway of all this is asking myself, do I want to have kids? The world is this dangerous and nothing will and it will always be this dangerous. No matter what the problem is,
Right.
it's always going to be a bad. It's always a struggle there's always going to be some sort of struggle against those who are trying to do the right thing and those who are trying to take advantage of situation. But with this information that pedophilia is so common, especially in the country, do I want to have kids here?
I mean, it's very like it's a very slippery slope, right? I for
But
those who don't know, uh, so for those who don't know, I work in education. So currently, like I hear about a lot of these like courses that they're providing for students, like how to safely be on the internet, how to safely browse sites like YouTube and stuff. And do I think they are 100% like foolproof and like there's no flaw in it in any way, shape, or form? No, but I think it is an active step towards like fixing this issue. I think we have to do whatever we can to protect our kids, the kids that we know in our lives, whether it's like our nieces, our nephews, our if you're a teacher, your students. But it also leads to, like, we need to be active in pushing legislation to stop people from, like, letting these things happen, you know? And it,
100%.
like, it starts at a micro level too. This is when you call out your friend that's, like, 20 texting a 16-year-old.
We should
This
have
this
known Drake was a problem. We
right.
should have known Drake
It's
from a problem from all his songs. Him
exactly.
texting fucking that one actress from Stranger Things was weird.
Oh, Millie Bobby Brown?
Lil Bob Brown, we should have bite that on the ass years
Yeah.
ago.
Or like that one song where he goes, "High School Pixie was even bad then."
Yeah,
I'm
but I
like,
was literally thinking about that one fucking quote. Yeah, we should have called that out years ago.
right.
I should
And
have
like
judged
this
harder.
is like a consistent thing that we've seen. Like when Miley Cyrus was 15, she had a 20-year-old boyfriend. Her dad basically let it happen. Do I need to bring up Elvis Presley? Paul Walker, someone who you like, generally respect, was dating a 16-year-old when he was 32. These things are more common than you think they are. And we just refuse to call it out when we see it.
All this out. No matter
Yeah,
how many of famous individuals get harmed, quote unquote. It's more important that we as consumers take actions to call out and keep individuals responsible for their actions. Larger names, these larger corporations responsible because that's our responsibility. We all have a civic responsibility to hold these people and companies accountable for their and their loose regulation. That's also something I want to just like real quick touch on. The fucking rights deal with the no regulations, but them having the most like Grok versus MAGA is my favorite fucking TikTok because it's so stupid and funny. It just demonstrates the hypocrisy of the MAGA.
right.
The amount of times MAGA has or Grok has been like, no, all these articles say the right is wrong in a million different ways. Oh, you're just biased. Like what? No, you. No, the MAGA is wrong. Obviously. Where I was going. I
I mean,
want
if
to
if we
I want
can
to end this
if we can end
conversation.
this, I was gonna say if we can end this episode on anything, I think we should just like really like as an individual, like don't see it as like as a man I need to stop this or as a woman I need to stop it. Like as a person, we really need to like see it when we see something like sus like this happen, call it out, right?
Something say
Bring it to
something.
light.
Right?
Yeah, see something, say something.
But just to really just I this is something I wanted to say earlier and then I went on the tangent. Apologies. The work we do to educate ourselves and the how to stay safe online is important. We're not saying it's not. What Crimson said about how the education system is taking action, talk about these situations in schools and classrooms is important. There's a clip about an Aussie teacher or Aussie investigator going to schools and talking, hey, who sent photos to adults for Robux? How many kids raise their hand? It's disgusting. But then doing that and then going on doing further and doing the work in order to prevent children from being the information that's important. Yes. Also important for these regulators and that because guess
Right,
what? Can't blame parents for everything. Life is so complicated and hard. Every single day, something crazy happens, and it's our job as individuals to adjust and move forward with our own lives and what our happiness means, as long as it
yeah,
doesn't take away, harm other individuals, right? It's we can't put the pressure on parents. We put enough already. It,
right,
it if my mom, who's learning English, moved to a different country had to find job in whatever way possible, was working 2 3 jobs to feed a family of 3 all by herself, also had to deal with this Roblox situation, she wouldn't be like, oh, I don't know, I guess they're not, they're home, so I think it's fine. Like she wouldn't have the bandwidth to manage all this, and I think that's okay to acknowledge. Our parents
right.
are human. Parents are still human and have human faults and limits. So where does responsibility lie for the corporations to where does the responsibility lie to take care of these problems?
Right.
Lies in the legal system, in government bodies, in the corporation themselves actually protecting their consumers.
Yeah.
A
I
little
mean,
bit on
and
parents to educate.
that builds on like the bigger point of just like, okay, I put this, site that is like advertised towards kids. Cause like what 30-year-old is like actively playing Roblox because they
Hey buddy,
think
hold
Roblox.
on. Hold on. Bitch me. You know why? There's one game I only care about, and it's just one game. It's called I forgot what it's called, but it's like you build ships on a river and you can just it's like a river obstacle course with ships. It was super fun. I loved it. It was good.
All
Fuck
right.
off.
What adult outside of GC is like being advertised to play Roblox? That game is advertised towards kids. Like, okay, if a parent's like, okay, this game is clearly advertised towards like kids my age or like kids like the age of my kids. Um, it should be fine for me to put them on there, right? This is clearly for kids. It's not like they're active adults.
This is a Forbes 100 company. They must know what they're doing. It's not the reason to trust them is not uh, a bad one. There's a lot of reasons to think you could trust them. But just like the what was that one forgot the name. What's that one company that loves calling out shitty companies? Oh, Hindenburg. It's like the Hindenburg article says. There's a lot of interesting bloating within Roblox stock market that average individuals such as ourselves wouldn't know to call out because we're not literate like that. We just know that it's a big company, so they have to protect kids because why wouldn't they? That's their
Right,
average player base. If their kids get kidnapped, you would know about it. We hear about it. That would be bad, and they should have the human reaction stop it and not protect their stock market or stock prices.
right,
I think at the end of the day, we just want to say humans should always remain human, should forgive each other for our simple mistakes, but call out the atrocities that we commit to each other. That will always be a good thing to do. Always call out bullshit. If you've
exactly.
hurt somebody, that just be honest, be real, and be vulnerable enough to admit what you're doing could be wrong. Honest enough to say, I think it's still worth asking.
Right.
I
The
hope you guys are
takeaway,
as traumatized as we are.
doing the research on this. So,
Dude, I fucking
um,
hate it.
I guess we'll see you next time.
All right, bye, lovelies. Deuces.